Hi, first graders. It's Miss Bennett, and today we're going to keep learning more about Martin Luther King Jr. Now, we've already learned a lot about his life, but now we're going to learn about why we have a holiday named after him and the ways that we remember him today. So let's start reading. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is here. Children and parents help feed the hungry. They honor one brave man who risked his life to help others. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This is the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Statue in Washington, D.C. What is Martin Luther King Jr. Day? This holiday celebrates the civil rights leader, Martin Luther King Jr. He used peaceful protests to end discrimination. His work changed the world. Who celebrates Martin Luther King Jr. Day? The United States celebrates equality for all people on this holiday. Some states call it Civil Rights Day or Equality Day. Martin Luther King Jr. Day beginnings. Americans did not always treat each other equally. Different races were even segregated or separated on buses. Starting in 1955, King led a bus boycott in Montgomery, Alabama. This helped end segregation. It helped people realize that it wasn't fair to separate people on buses because of the color of their skin. King led the March on Washington in 1963. More than 200,000 people gathered to hear his speech, I Have a Dream. His protests brought new laws. These laws supported civil rights. In 1968, King was killed. Many people wanted a holiday to honor his life. President Ronald Reagan created a national holiday in 1983. A day to honor. Martin Luther King Jr. Day takes place on the third Monday in January. It falls on or near King's birthday, January 15th. Martin Luther King Jr. Day traditions. People volunteer in their communities on this day. They help the homeless and care for others in need. Some cities hold parades. It is a day to honor equality. People remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s work for civil rights. They celebrate his life. So this year, the holiday Martin Luther King Jr. Day is on January 18th. It's a Monday, and we do not have school because of that holiday. So think about some things that you learned from this book about the holiday. What's a way that you can spend that day doing something for your community or for others to help others? It's really important to remember why we celebrate this holiday and to honor Martin Luther King Jr.'s work for civil rights and helping us get equal rights for all people. All right, first graders, we're all done with this book for today. I hope you learned a lot about Martin Luther King Jr. Day and why it's important that we celebrate it. Well, we're all done. So bye, first graders. I'll see you soon.